How do I? See you met my faithful handyman. No! Not another one! I'll save you! It's what Batman would do! He's just a little brought down, you see, when you knocked. He thought you were the Candyman.
When I was young, I designed a machine to turn ghosts into paintings, and I traveled the world collecting them. That's horrible.
Okay. A quick shot. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that came out wrong. You're not helping. You're not helping your case. You're not making this any better. You realize that.
Oh, it was glamorous, I can tell you. The souls of the dearly departed who couldn't rest, and you just went around and you started turning them into paintings. You're a monster. Well, tonight, I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. Oh, Clemmer, no! So I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Where's my guillotine? Because that one door says, no, you need 2 stars to enter. I figured that was the door to the final boss. And apparently no. But then again, that was a week ago. I was very young and naive then. No!
Excuse me. Coming through. Sorry. Couldn't help it. I'm completely incompetent. Damn, I look good running into those heels. Ow!
Thanks to philosophy, all is forgiven.
Yeah, Ari fans, it's definitely Skynet. Line at work. Yeah, Ari fans. Welcome to Coyote Streams and happy Spooktober! I am Coyote de la Mancha, howling at windmills and tilting at the moon. This episode's not for profit. It has an echo, okay. This episode's not for profit is Doctors Without Borders. And we're working on the echo right now. Let me know when the echo is fixed. Doctors Without Borders, awesome. Doctors Without Borders bears witness to atrocities and helps people deal with those atrocities, even more importantly, in over 70 countries, regardless of the people's political affiliation, whether those atrocities are caused by humanity or by natural catastrophe. So if you're in a position to give them a little bit of love, links for donations are in the description. Failing that, if you can give them a shout out at whatever medias of social you happen to frequent, because, well, let's face it, that's what I'm doing. Blame Micah for running the stream. You know, when in doubt, I just blame Micah for everything. It saves a lot of time, and you're right often enough that it just doesn't make any never mind.
Once, our estate was the envy of this land.
The weird council, while strange utterances and unsettling chants typically characterize such events. We've been assured that there's no real danger present in the rituals themselves. Well, that's nice. That's relaxing. I'm relaxed now. All is well. Alright, first I'm gonna go through. Looks like all my heroes are ready to roll. I just want to make sure that everyone is as prepared for what lies ahead as reasonably possible. Yeah. Please ignore the screams and sounds of breaking bones in the background. Yeah. Okay. do we have? I'll look them through. Alright, yeah, looks like we're basically good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and transplant a couple of charms. I'm not sure if these will be necessary, but I'm not sure that they won't. Yeah, and Skynet is obviously the source of all of our calamities. So, I'm looking over the negative quirks. Nothing here. Looks like it's going to be a problem for the adventure. And in fact, most of them are things I don't care about anyway. Let's see now. And looking at the camp skills. Making sure that the camp skills are where I need them to be. Looks like they are. Everything marked, everything membered. Good, good. Okay. Let us embark. Alright. And going to look up something real quick here.
You will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Okay. So much like the hag, there are 3 sirens to be dealt with. Which implies that Granddad didn't just do this horrible thing once or twice, he did it 3 times. The oldest and most powerful one is going to be the one he talks about the most, because she was the first. And then the other 2, apparently he just didn't consider worth mentioning. It is quite a thing to be descended from such evil. Yes, I believe she's in the cove. Pink Pony Dungeon. I want to keep dancing in the Pink Pony Dungeon. Want to keep dancing on West Hollywood. No idea what that's from. What is that from?
My lofty position wasn't always accompanied by the fear of office. And there was a time when I could walk the streets or raise a glass in the tavern without concern for molestation. Faithful as the tide, one precocious village waif made it her hobby to shadow my every errand. It was charming then, troublesome later. I always wondered what became of the unfortunate little waif.
I wonder what could have became of her, father. By the way, Granddad, you're an evil bastard, and I'm glad you're dead. Okay, she is here somewhere. She's going to be in one of the more pain-in-the-butt places to go. I'm going to go ahead and rule out this little out-of-the-way room here. No, actually, wait, we know for a fact that one's empty. Yeah, I'm going to let my greed guide me. Have a minor little skirmish here. Kind of get my chops back. It's been a week. Behold, Legic Groupers. Translation, deep old ones. Well, deep ones. Alright. Sir Reynold, quick to his knees. It's because he's religious. It's because he's religious. Okay.
The
Yes,
match
draw their
is
fire.
struck. A blazing star is born.
Take that buff. I, meanwhile, will hide behind you. What an excellent plan. Okay. Judgment. I am judgy. I judge you. Alright, that guy's as good as dead because that is top of the round damage. Holy crap!
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Man, when these guys decide to target somebody, they mean it. Fortunately, the characters are relatively tough. Unfortunately, Sir Reynold, oh my god. Okay, Sir Ray, let's not panic. There we go. All better. All better. I will stab you nervously!
Press this
There we go.
advantage. Give them no quarter.
Sir, have it your way. Okay, and
Horrors.
goodies.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Dude, they're deep ones. They come from the mud. They're all about the mud. They're like the evil version of Kermit the Frog's It's Ever So Jolly to Be Just Be a Frog. Okay, another fight on the way back. That should be fine. Oh, a pelagic shaman. At least I'm not battling
The way is
xenomorphs.
lit. The path
Not
is
yet.
clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Do not assume that that can't be on the menu. Sing out for the muck and sing out for the ooze. The life of the deep is the life you should choose. Sing out for the madness, sing out for the bog. It's ever so jolly just being a frog. Frog, 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 beribbit. Frog, frog, frog.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Oh, what could compare to a day in the swamp? The snakes and the spiders, the cruel and the dumb, the dumb.
A death by inches.
I love the old swamp, be it tide or flood. I love the old swamp. The madness swims in my blood, 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 ribbit, blood, blood, blood. Sing out for the bog and sing out for the ooze. The life of the deep is the life you should choose. And here's Laughing Gremlin. Actually, they come from the water. They prefer to be clean. They're just willing to put up with the mud. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's nothing quite like getting actually about Eldritch Horrors. Are we sure it's mud? I'm just running with the assumption my
Radiance, may
horror
we find
factor is high
victory.
enough without additional help. Thank you. It's like the old joke about why plumbers make so much money. It's like, you know, $50 an hour or something like that. And inevitably someone will be like, you know, that's a lot of water for remembering, that's a lot of money for remembering that water runs downhill. Yeah, well, there's more to it than that. For one thing, it ain't all water.
Slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Yeah, big respect for plumbers.
Mortality clarified in a
he
single
felt that.
strike.
That gave him stress. He felt that a lot. Okay, that guy is as good as that. I love her little squeezy bottle. I said it before, but it bears repeating. When the cat girl casts her plague on somebody, she spritzes them with a squeezy bottle. She is adorable. We all love her so. Let's see now. That's 94%. That's 95%. Sure! Cat girl needs a cannon. Cat girl loves cannons. So, you mean like head
As
cannon?
the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh, I thought that was gonna kill you. Oops. Oh
Great is the
well.
weapon that cuts on its own.
No, Weapon X is the weapon that cuts on its own, and that was a terrible idea.
Their formation is broken.
Now I get the
Maintain
critical
the
when he has
offensive.
1 hit point left. Okay, fine. I'll
Success
take it.
so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
It could be both. That would be dog girls who love cannons. We all know beaches love cannons. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if anybody here has not seen Hillsing Abridged, you're missing out on a treat.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
The original Hellsing is brilliantly done, and then Hellsing Abridged is just, it's one of the most brilliant parodies I've ever seen. Oh,
Twisted
hi!
faces of the damned, piled high and cloaked in malice.
The Collector! Very enthusiastic walks. Speaking of very enthusiastic walks, here's the Collector. Gee, I wonder what he collects. Well, I'm sure we'll find out. He's open to discussion, I'm sure. Protect me! Sir Reynold, quick to his
As the
knees.
light
It's
gains
because he's
purchase,
religious!
Spirits are lifted.
Marks himself,
purpose is made
takes on
clear.
buffs, and Sister Prudence. I judge you! I am judgy! Ooh. Oh wow, 18 and he didn't even care. Okay, collect call, and that's what became of the other adventurers he encountered. Okay, so that's dude, they're like Penlagon. They have the head, the spine, and internal organs, and then just floating around. There's a collected highwayman, a collected man-at-arms, and another collected highwayman. Well, that's comforting. Not sure how that happened. Gosh. The undead necromantic collector. I wonder how that could be. Okay, Cat Girl? Time for your plague grenade to affect the back ranks. The Tingler, oh my god. Vincent Price, I haven't thought about that movie in years. Wow, that is so awesome. It's just me, huh? Okay, yeah, that's fine. You know what? Sometimes it's just for you. Okay, and now a minion is buffed. I'm moving forward on the theory that if I could just take out the summoner, the summons will go away on their own. Yay! I made Laughing Gremlin happy. You know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna heal up Sir Reynold. He's looking a little peaked, but he's feeling better now, just in time to take more damage. Show collection. I don't want to see! Ah! That was horrific. Okay, Sir Reynold, what can you do besides draw fire? Well, you can attack some of the minions. Okay, let's get rid of one. Or, you know, not. No, no headhunting. Ah! Could be worse. Usually when they target the back row, they target the poor cat girl. They didn't this time, and I appreciate that. Benevolence, heal everyone. Someone called the Judas Priest, the Angel Dust. Alexander Anderson. See, for me, ever since I saw Hazbin Hotel, when I think of Angel Dust, I think of a very different character. I won't go into detail here because, whereas this is not necessarily a family-friendly show, we try to keep it somewhat close. No, I don't want to see your collection! Ah! Your sharp attack will judge them! Buff.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay. The big guy here, he's set to take 14 damage and he's got 3 hit points left, so I'm just going to be healing. Yeah, Angel from HH is pretty darn awesome. I'm just gonna, like, I'll nervously stab you. Yeah, but you think you're important to me. And I'm gonna do more benevolence, so we can all get healed up some more.
As the ghoulish collection scatters, the rats prepare to feast.
Okay, and this feeds my greedy little soul. We have the rare antique, which is 1250 gold. Then we have the puzzling trapezohedron, which is 5,000 gold. I think this expedition is in danger of paying for itself very easily. Yeah, I will say one of the things, I haven't seen Hell of a Boss yet, but one of the things I love about Hazbin Hotel is the three-dimensionality, both in the world building and in the individual characters. So much good. Dodge! So much good. And there's several, I'm not going to get into it for those of you who haven't seen it, but there's several very worn down tropes. They don't avoid them in a clunky fashion, they just don't do them because it doesn't suit the character and it's not necessary to the plot. And I love that. Man, I am just not getting the RNG when it comes to those hunger checks. I'm glad I maxed out on that. Yeah. When all you are is a floating nervous system, all stabs are nervous. Yeah. I'm not just a floating brain yet. Not saying that's out of the question for the future, though. God, look at this. This map is horrible. What do you want to bet she's over here? But I have to explore this stuff to make sure. Alright. Carrying on. Fortunately, I have the option to camp later. No, more light. Only way to be sure. The pack contains loot. Yeah, I
paid for in blood.
Yeah. Aren't you just a river of happiness, Granddad? More groupers. How is this a surprise? How am I surprised? Is anyone surprised that a group of beat ones attacked us out of nowhere? What's that you say? No? Yep, neither am I! How are we surprised by this? Oh well, that's fine, I guess. Protect me! When I was first playing this game, I really wasn't into the protect me skill, but you know what? It's really grown on me. Seaward slash. Oh no, not the cat girl. Look at her dodge. Look at her cover her cute little ears as she dodges. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I have Holy Lance, which almost never comes into play, but it's usable from the back ranks, and it moves Sir Reynold forward. Alright, Sister Prudence, time has come to retreat. More with the cat girl, why? Poor cat girl. Look at her cover her little ears in terror. Also, you know, Sister Prudence, you should not mess with Sister Prudence. It's just a bad idea. See? And Catgirl says the phrase, "a blessing for peaceful sleep," as though that's going to be soothing right now. Laughing Gremlin misread that as "protect me, squirrel." He was like, I knew he had a cat girl. Didn't know he had a squirrel, too. Yeah, if I might recommend an online comic for people, El Hunish Shive is bloody marvelous. It has the best squirrel girl there in the history of ever. I would be delighted if she were real to know her in person. Okay. And Sir Reynold takes a beating. Can he dish it out as well? Yes! Yes, he can. Man, poor cat girl.
She at least promises success.
They really focused in on her that time around. Scouting. Okay. The Siren is not here. But there are goodies. And Laughing Gremlin has supplied the spelling in chat. Thank you, Laughing Gremlin. Okay, what do you guys think? Should I go ahead and be greedy and clear out these slots as well? Or should I just go for the main event? I'm leaning towards going for the main event. Anybody have any strong preferences one way or the other? So I can go over here and get more curios, loot, or I can just start backtracking now. Looks like the chat doesn't have a whole lot of preference. So I think I'm going to just focus on the main event here. Slay the Siren! Alright, I'm going to interpret that as stay on target. I can't shake it. Stay on target. It's ever so jolly just being a frog, 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 beribbit, frog, frog. God, another hunger check. Holy crap. Seriously, one time I was playing this many moons ago, and you know, it was early in the game. I brought as many items of food as could be sold. And I was still starving just because I hit so many hunger checks in quick succession. Need the Dawn of the Dead music playing now. Yeah, actually, the old classic, like, what was it, 1980, 1982 Dawn of the Dead music, that would fit really well in here. Oh my, oh no, oh dear, oh god, oh gosh. Gets to the Siren's chamber, everyone breaks out chairs and snacks to enjoy the Siren's concert. Siren looks confused. 1978, thank you, RE fan. My first thought was it was around that time, but I was thinking maybe I was confusing it with Star Wars. So yeah, towards the back we've got the Pelagic Shaman, which is bad enough because he's a spellcaster, and then there's the Madman. Protect me! I'm scared! Day of the Dead, 1985. Yeah, that sounds about right.
The light.
I am
the promise
not
of safety.
There are no truthful promises of safety. Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead. The classics. Those are the only zombie movies I've ever really gotten into at all. I accuse you! I judge you! Wow, down he goes. Nice one, Sister Prudence.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Yeah, no kidding. Yipe! Yipe, 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 yipe! Wow, I'm glad I did protect me, because those dudes are really wanting me dead. Not that I blame them, you know, to a certain extent. Alright, I stab you nervously. Nervously, I stab you. Okay, that guy is basically dead after this. Oh, but he's still doing some damage. There's nothing to fear. And I gain a little sand, or possibly lose trust, depending on how you want to look at it. Nice. Do I have time to heal? I do. I do have time to heal. How lovely. I don't have any healing skill. So I'm just gonna move around on the off chance that there will be time for another round of healing before he just kind of implodes. Okay, the only person who's still hurt is Neko-chan, so yay, Neko-chan gets healed, she's up to full. And down he goes. Pocket sand! Yeah, there's a couple of skills on here that are basically pocket sand. In the case of Sir Reynold, it's Holy Lance, that one that, oh, you're on the back foot, this will move you forward as well as giving a devastating attack. There's something odd about this coral. Anti-venom. Coral might be poisonous. Had no effect. Medicinal herbs. I can purify it. Ah! Oh, delighted gas? My shocker quirk was removed. That's wonderful. I found medicinal uses in the coral. I am so disgustingly clever. But yeah, the antiquarian, my namesake here, has flash powder, which is basically like pocket sand. And seriously, my hat's off to the modding community for the additions that they have made to backgrounds and characters and everything else. Modding communities as a whole are just...
Another mariner? Another misfortune.
So awesome. Oh well. Radiant light. There are so many things that have just, over the last few decades, made the gaming experience so much better. Okay. I am a curious fellow. A puzzlingly ancient sculpture of dizzying implication. I am going to attempt to decipher the carven message. Oh my. It's a lasting impact, and... Natural swing. Alrighty. Okay, that has several implications. Let's see what they mean. Oh. Oh, yeah, I'm more accurate in combat. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, that's totally what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking when I thought of somebody who was just naturally a swinger. That's fine. Bury the light deep within. No, the light must shine. Okay. We are going after the Siren. And finding traps. Ouch.
Ancient
Okay, that hurt a lot.
lie in wait.
Minus 20 to dodge and minus 5 speed. Holy crap. Yeah, no kidding, they're thirsting for blood. Mine. A bunch of scrolls. I will read them. A well-rendered map, now that I only have 2 rooms left. Behold, there's the boss. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're all fine here. Everything's fine. So glad I found that map, or I might not have known where to go. Aha! Oh no, oh, giant floaty man-o-war types. Ah, no, they're stunning, no. Ah, and not because they look really cool, although I will say, for jellyfish, I'm not usually the type, but, you know, just saying. But no, focusing, they must be dealt with a firm and unyielding hand. Let me rephrase that. Squirt with spritz bottle, yes. Fight fiercely with firm will. Say that 3 times fast. I can't say that once. And then, yeah, the shockers are back. The drowned thrall is horrible. And I'm just hoping that I can take him out quickly. Okay. Judgy, I judge you. Okay, good, he's gone. And the deep stinger is, alright. Oh, yeah, he's doing a protect my friends bit. Okay, let's see, 5 damage and you have 8. 5 damage and you have 8. Yeah, okay. Spritz. Now you are blighted. You are doomed.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
Oh no! Dodge, cat girl, dodge! Okay, so... Now the Pelagic Guardian here, the guy with the frickin' Octocestus from Hell and the shield. 58% protection, he doesn't even bother dodging. He's resistant to lots of stuff, although not incredibly so. He is mostly just, behold, I am tank, I am Sir Kashank-a-lot, kashank. Only in his case it's more of ka-squish. Deep Stinger's basically gone. I smite you! He looks unhappy. Good. Yeah, he's got Pokemon. I don't want to see what these guys evolve into. I fester vapor you. I poison you with mystical poison and stuff. Way to go, Sir Reynold. Nice dodge. Okay, people are basically in good shape. I blight you. Blight. I heal everyone. Okay, now it's just us and the mad lad from the deep. Yeah, I'm gonna just, oh man, unless I camp first, I'm going to keep those penalties for the boss fight. If I camp, I could get rid of those penalties, but that also means that any madness and stress that I pick up from the boss fight are mine to keep. Oh man.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Moral dilemmas. Oh, I hate them. Strange presence is felt near the statue of worship. It's a statue of Cthulhu, so, yeah, strange presence. I'm down with that. Let's see if I can purify it. I got a buff. Plus 10% accuracy and plus 18% damage until camp. So, okay, so the magic user was just kind of turned into a glass cannon, is what basically just happened. Alright, you know what? Forward we go. Laughing Gremlin says, the boss just has all this stress lying around everywhere. It'd be rude to keep it all to herself. That's why she wants to share. I mean, kinda, in a way. I will cleanse the giant fishy corpse.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Weird. I found holy water and bandages. Okay. 500 gold each, 1,000 gold each. Bust, I need. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the jade so that I can have the onyx, because the onyx is infinitesimally more valuable. And I am infinitesimally more greedy. Holy water, Batman! Whoop, trap. Alright. I could use the stress relief. I am of no tribe. I will disarm this trap. No one will be offended. Oh. Another one. Okay. Well, let's see what's in this. Oh, neat. Okay. More onyx. Anti-venom, minor anti, nice. Yeah. So... I'm trying to think of something that I know for a fact I will not need for the upcoming fight, because having the trinket for the occultist might be kind of cool. But you know what? I'm more interested in having the fight go well than keeping a common trinket, so I'm going to just get rid of it. Alright. Now, in theory, the first and youngest of the Sirens should be behind this door. I'm only going to be penalized with 3 more rounds. So the first 3 rounds, I'm going to suck. But I have protected. If I can get it off in time when I have a -5 to speed. We will just see what happens. Meanwhile, everybody is going to purify themselves in holy water. Which gives lots of resistances to debuffs. Alright. Everybody ready for this? Let us see what happened to this young urchin that was following Granddad around. We don't know how she got to whatever state she is. Maybe she's fine. Maybe she's in good shape. Maybe she's just going to be sitting there swinging her heels just like, hi. Let's find out. Oh
the
no!
aquatic devils have remade the poor girl in their image. She is their queen and their slave.
I did remember the chairs and the glow sticks for the concert. I don't think we're gonna need them. Ooh, okay. Hello, oh, what did they do to you? Wow, she's oh, this is kind of appropriate. She's a a siren, but she has the lure of an angler as well. That certainly doesn't mean anything ominous, right? Okay, Bulwark of Faith. Buff. I'll draw their fire! Outstanding, you do that. And she targets me! Oh my god, no! I resist. My will is strong, but man, she was a babe for a second there, wasn't she? Sister Prudence, judge her!
Well
I
struck.
find you wanting! Yes. Song of Desire, no! I resist you! Ha! Okay. Protect me! I'm just fortunate that I wasn't attacked with anything that my temporary weaknesses apply towards. Okay, volatile reaction has a chance to stun. You know, I'm gonna try stunning her, because if she manages to charm someone, that sounds bad. Stun! Yes! Get her! Get her, get her, get her, get her, get her!
A devastating blow.
32 points! Nice one, Sir Knight! Quickly, Sister Prudence! Judge her while she's still vulnerable! Uh-oh, she's no longer stunned. Okay, let's see now. Festering Vapors. 95% chance to hit. Her blight resistance is not huge. 92% chance to hit if I just do straight damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the nervous stab. I'm gonna let that girl do the blighting on her. Get her. That was your whole plan, huh, Ray? Get her. Song of Desire. We don't know what that does. We don't want to know what it does. Judging the victim of an atrocity. I know, right? Okay, so now Sir Kashankalot is on her side because he failed to resist her Song of Desire. So maybe hiding behind him whenever I'm targeted was not the best approach? Just saying that in hindsight, ouch. Okay, so, yeah, maybe she can be stunned again. No. No idea how long Sir Knight is going to be on her side. We need to just get rid of her now.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Oh no! Oh, God! Oh, damn! No, not devour! Oh, dodge! Parry, turn, spin, thrust! Oh no! Okay, I am debuffing the heck out of you in the hopes that Neko-chan's poison will ultimately be your downfall.
Hideous matriarch.
There we go!
Vile queen of the aphotic depths. She has no place in the sane world.
Okay, now that's just rude. Okay. Go ahead and carry that with us for just in case. And yeah, at this stage, I can afford to, because I'm just going to camp and then head home from here. So I can afford to give up, like, shovels. Continue adventuring. Behold, the Siren has died. All right. Time to camp.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Yes, your maze, you fruit. Sanctuary. Prevent nighttime ambush. And yeah, produce a random trinket with that remaining slot there. Dodge stone. Helps with dodging. That's not bad. Okay, anything else that would be in character for the people to do things? I think that Sister Prudence is going to give a desperate prayer of thanks. Some of us gain more from that than others. Then it's time to rest. Laughing Gremlin says, huh, after that dream I found this oddly familiar blood on my sword. Did you cut yourself playing with my sword? Yeah, it was at the end of the weekend that we finally awoke to discover that someone had apparently broken into our hotel room, eaten all our food, drank all our booze, done all of our drugs, trashed the hotel room, and then left, somehow without waking us at any point. What a strange world we live in. All right. I have potentially new quirks for 3 of these 4 people. Let's see what we get. Manslayer. Replaces Stress Faster. You know, Stress Faster was more useful, frankly. But oh well. Neko-chan is Night Owl. Okay, she's faster if the torch goes below 26. Good to bear in mind, but just in case. Sister Prudence, Beast Hater. She's less stressed when dealing with beasts and she does them more damage. Very nice. Let us sing when we can and forget the rest.
A sanguine memory to me.
A crumbling stone entry to a forgotten labyrinthian garden has been uncovered. The discoverer sadly has perished from innumerable insect stings. Concern rises. Stress reduction activities in town are slightly less effective. Well, you know what? We're not going after stress reduction because we got to camp. Oh my god, look at that. They're all just ancestors' memories. Ancestors' memories are just covered in surrounded in a pool of blood now. That's concerning. Anything here I can't live without? Oh, well, that's nice. How much is that? 10,000. You know, the way people keep targeting me, I'm actually going to buy this. I'm actually going to buy that. I want that. It is mine. Yeah. I don't have anything that causes bleed. Do you have anything that causes bleed, Neko-chan? I don't remember. No, you do not. Neither do I. I don't think anybody here does bleed damage. So, I think I was just carrying that around so that it wouldn't get lost. Books, 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 books. I'm not trying to stun anyone currently. The tough ring. Okay. He's not likely to debuff people. Bleed resist, disease resist, blight resist, debuff resist. Plus 25% damage versus Eldritch. Nice. But you know what you really need? You need a tough ring. Doc Holiday does bleed damage. I'm your Huckleberry. Laughing Gremlin says, would you recommend playing the game baseline the first time and mod it after, or do you think it's better to just mod from the get-go in this case? I personally, literally, I just found the game to be unnecessarily frustrating without the mods. I think the game is genuinely better with the mods. Vanilla game has some great things going for it, but in my opinion, the person who put it together was so focused on it must be dark, and even more dark, and even more dark, and hopeless, and gruesome, and cruel, that it just, for me, it becomes pointless. It's just this shrug and, oh, well, okay, so God hates me. Guess I'm gonna die, whatever. You cannot maintain horror without hope. And Vanilla Darkest Dungeon does not have enough hope to balance the horror for me to keep it interesting. So my thought is, go ahead and try playing it vanilla. And if nothing else, it'll give you a better appreciation of the mods. Let's see. Is there anything that she is just carrying for the sake of? I don't think so. I think everything that she's carrying, she's using. Everything he's carrying, he is using. Everything I'm carrying, I'm using. Well, except for this one. So we're not dealing with whatever the Crimson Curse is yet. So I'll actually leave this here for now. Yeah, there's nothing else here I really need, frankly. I like keeping my books close to me. Sister Prudence, oh, the time has come. Plus 15% healing. Bonus stun. Stun resist. Junia's head. Very rare. I would hope that would be rare. And then... yeah, all of this stuff is... Yeah, alright. I think we're good. Okay. Sweet merciful crap. And yeah, this is distinctly disturbing. So let us embark. Back to the cove. Yeah, there's another boss here, but we will be doing that. We'll be doing that boss another time. Right now, sirens. Sirens must go. Oh, that would help Neko-chan a great deal. And there's a town event and gentle tide associated with it. I don't even know what that does, but it sounds fascinating. The power of the fish folk grows with every moon. Light the ancient wards and drain some of the natural power that they draw upon. Don't you mean unnatural? Yes, of course, unnatural. We're the natural ones, that's why we use technology. Long, suspicious look. Yeah, okay. Neko-chan needs a name. I shall give her the name Betty. Okay, now I've got the song Black Betty going in my mind. And I blame you for that. Wait, did I pick the right one? Hang on, I'm a little bit of a flake. Did I pick the right one? Okay, looks like I picked the right one. Okay. Oh, Black Betty, sham-a-lam. Yeah, my favorite video for the song Black Betty is an anime music video using footage from Black Lagoon. which I keep meaning to see, but I never have. Pardon me. If you live for risk and darkness, by all means, bring few torches. Camera pans over to Coyote, who
The
is...
flopping fish-like things abhor the warding sigils. Let us claim this place anew.
Meanwhile, I'm like so laden down with torches, I'm tripping over them. No, I could carry more torches. I could carry more. This is fine. Yeah, Laughing Gremlin says Black Lagoon is a deeply depressing story. They may win, but things never get better. Okay, so it sounds like I need to be in the proper mood to watch that then, because I'm generally not one for depressing stories. Not to say that I never am, it's just, okay, so I'm going to take a wild guess here looking at this map. Because quest items are usually, although not always, put in the most inconvenient place possible. I'm going to guess at probably... the 3 protective wards I need to relight are here, here, and here. There might be one here, but I doubt it. Meanwhile, I am here in the middle. You dirty rat. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go around like this, and then come around and do this, then come back up and go over here. That's my plan. This is why you need the power of friendship. And this gun I found.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Ah! Die, evil cleric, die!
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Yeah, going back to an earlier question of whether to play this game vanilla or with mods from the get-go.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
It's designed to be very Lovecraftian, which, don't get me wrong, I love Lovecraft, but there's a reason that he almost exclusively wrote short stories.
Annihilated.
Because you cannot maintain horror without hope for a long story. I mean, you know, you guys remember a couple of streams ago when I did Dagon. Great game, wonderful story, loved it, it was awesome. Can you imagine if that story, if somebody tried to maintain that as a novel or as a series of novels? Yeah, imagine that. And that's what Vanilla Darkest Dungeon is.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life
Which,
is taken.
you know, there are people who absolutely love it. And there's good reason to love it.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
But that is why I am not a fan of it without mods. RE Fan says best to play New Vegas with mods. Yeah, didn't I start New Vegas ages and ages ago? That's a thing that I did, right? I think it was. Heal everyone, heal.
Compassion is a rarity.
I did, okay, good. Not just me then. Yeah, under the advice of a variety of different people.
Mount, so too will resistance.
Yes, as victories mount, so too will resistance. That's called response. Very good, grandfather. Thank you for that. Yeah, Laughing Gremlin points out Lovecraft's longest stories had some severe dragging problems. Mountains of Madness was an exception, but it spent a lot of time world building instead of horror. Also, the Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath. Also, huge world building. Beautiful world building in the Lovecraftian dream realm. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous story. Still with plenty of horror, though. But the horror was not the focus. It was just there, and if you thought about it for like 2 seconds, you realize, oh wow, this is
loot, are often low on supplies.
And then at the end, again, probably because it was such a long story.
May we find victory.
The ending of the Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, for me at least, is actually uplifting. A stanchion against spreading corruption of the quest. Wow, hold on. It was not, in fact, literally in this furthest room over here. It was right adjacent to it. Nice. Requires use of a quest item from inventory. The pineal gland. Pineal gland. It emits an otherworldly luminescence used to light protective wards. Hail to the goddess. She lives in your pineal gland. Fortune smirks, at least. Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, 10 out of 10, absolutely would recommend. Lovecraft's shorter stories, 10 out of 10, a lot of them. Even the bad ones, I would still give 5 out of 10.
Trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Like, I mean, okay, even when I was a kid, the one about air conditioning just did not find purchase with me.
Another misfortune.
And Call of Cthulhu, of course, is, it was very different reading Call of Cthulhu as a child versus reading Call of Cthulhu as an adult. Because there was a phrase that Lovecraft used, got to get rid of her. She is a cultist and she spreads madness. There's a phrase that Lovecraft wrote fairly frequently, various, variations of. When he was putting together Call of Cthulhu, and when I was a kid, I was like, okay, so he is referring, no, not me, no! He was referring to these part human, part eldritch abomination beings.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And only later as an adult did I appreciate, oh, no, he's just talking about people.
Decimated.
The phrase, incidentally, was mongrel races. So, yipe. That is distinctly a what can I say but yikes moment.
Unbalanced.
In his admittedly limited defense,
Destroy
he got
them
better.
all.
There is a letter that he wrote to a friend of his who was asking him, you know, I keep talking with this guy, but he's horribly racist. How can I try to shake him out of that? And Lovecraft was like, speaking as someone who used to suffer from that same mental ailment, don't bother trying to get him to stop being racist. I can tell you from personal experience, when you are a racist, you are a stranger to reason. And it may be, you know, I mean, it's a very small, it's a small thing to have managed to finally achieve some semblance of introspection and rationality at my advanced age regarding racism, but I guess late is better than never. So, yeah, he did get better. It took him a while. And I've known several people who, yeah, they were, you know, let's say they were American conservative in the worst way for a time, and then they recognized that this was an error on their part, and they got better. It's a work in progress for all of us. A rare antique. So, you know, I think one of the worst things about current culture is this thing where if you acknowledge making a mistake, you're mocked for it, it's held against you, you're considered less intelligent somehow, instead of being intelligent enough to recognize that you were wrong and then correcting it. Lovecraft, to his credit, recognized that he was wrong and was in the process of trying to shake off the effects of that racism, and obviously that does not make him a hero, it doesn't make him a saint. But it makes him better than he was. And it does tend to establish the idea that, yeah, people can change. They just don't always choose to. Yeah, Laughing Gremlin says one of the first HPL stories he read was The Rats in the Walls. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And he read it at night, the same night that squirrels moved in. Oh, God. Squirrels making all of those squirrely noises, and you're reading The Rats in the Walls. Oh, man, God love you.
Be gone, fiend.
You did no damage, but I infected you with blight. I therefore consider this to be a victory. This fight's going really well so far. I hope it continues to. Although that could have done more damage. Octocestus against... Ooh! And he resists the bleed. Excellent. Yeah, even when my characters are horribly overpowered for this, every fight has to be taken seriously. The vanilla game has things like, you know, basically the villagers you're trying to save, they're not interested in helping you. They don't want to help you at all. In fact, the higher level you go, the more expensive everything gets, because they know they can gouge you. And they hate you.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And that kind of sets the tone. Penal gland. once again, I am pleasantly surprised. So I was expecting this thing to be all the feckin' way down here. So, okay. Back northward we go. Let's see, stress 14, stress 19. I will solve the trap. Yay, I feel better now. Yeah, a lot of things that people don't realize about Howard Lovecraft, that Laughing Gremlin points out. He died when he was 47. He was still a relatively young man, especially by today's standards. So, yeah, I mean, I look at him kind of like I look at Bruce Lee. Obviously, oh, there was a secret door in the last dungeon. I just remembered and I never went into it. Oh well. In that he was brilliant in his field. And died very young. In each of their cases, who knows what they might have accomplished if they'd been able to live another 20 years. Who knows what new stories Lovecraft could have given us, what new ideas he could have experienced, and how he and his writing and his ideas would have grown. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, yeah. I'd like to. Yay, slow reflexes is gone! Okay, my stress is 12, his is 6. I will disarm this trap, I hope. I mean, Bruce Lee and his wife
a blazing star
contributed, as I've said before, a tremendous amount to our understanding of martial arts and training. But a lot of what he did was completely unhealthy and self-destructive and helped to lead to his death. But it still contributed a lot to the no pain, no gain mindset of modern martial arts training that has people waking up every day in pain and having trouble being competitive in their chosen art or sport when they're frickin' 30. Imagine if he had lived to be an old man and had been able to consider and continue to experiment with his training regimen and ideas and the philosophy behind them. You know, to me, it's just, it's a loss that is so profound, I don't think I could even put it into words. Yeah, I'm setting these guys up because I'm going to have him do a group attack dodge when it's his turn, which is now. Zealous accusation, bite me.
Formation is broken.
Yep, you're doomed.
Maintain the offensive.
Alright, so you are doomed. You are doomed. I'm just going to move around, see if I can buy enough time to get some healing done.
Press this advantage. Give them
Not
no
in his
quarter.
case. Yay, healing. Okay, heal the party. Let's
The
go.
wounds of war can be healed, but never
Excellent.
hidden.
Always return to default party order. It is very easy for me to forget that. I don't know about anybody else, but it's easy for me.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I accidentally used a torch when I didn't need to. I hope I don't pay for that later. Another fight! Bulwark of Faith, I am mighty, attack me! And meanwhile, the pelagic magic user back there was like, nah, I'm going after Coyote. Coyote immediately ducks behind Sir Kashenkalot here. Just in time. A calming spirit. Here, I will give you a calming spirit. Some deadly poison. Dodge, glorious, dodge. Judge, glorious, judgy. To fight, to fight. The shame, to enemies, to spoils, to fight. Vive la mort, vive la guerre. Okay, you got 6 hit points left. You're ready to take 5. I'm going to poison you again. That should do it nicely. Okay, now, time for me to do something useful. Let's see now. It's, he has 1 more hit point, so I'm more likely to critical, doing damage, or I could play the slow game with these guys. Yeah, I'm gonna stab nervously. I'm nervous! I stab you! The very worst way to try to stab you, nervously! Okay, once again, nicely set up for a group attack. Area of effect attack, I suppose I should say. How many hit points do you have left? Yeah. There we go. The blob.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Long forgotten strongbox. I will open the chest. The contents are mine.
If only treasure
Yay!
could staunch
I love
the
it when
flow
things are
of
mine.
otherworldly corruption.
Oh, cheer up, Grandpa. This is all your fault anyway. I'll give the other hunger check. Loot!
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Oh, Grandfather, our little ray of bitter sunshine. Oh, this is a terrible organization. Okay. I will not collapse. I'm happy to hear that. Yes, use your bulwark of faith and draw their fire. Good lad, thank you. Neko-chan the cat girl. Is her name Betty now? The bard strumming nervously. I'm looting! I'm looting! Yeah, I'm looting too. Of course, about once every 28 days, the bard is plagued with incredibly painful muscular convulsions that render him incapable of further performing his craft. He just has to lie in bed and wait for them to pass. It's a terrible thing having menstrual cramps. Ah! Okay. Let's get rid of the drowned thrall. Oh no! Oh, I didn't notice he was being guarded. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, everyone. This is going to be very, very bad. Laughing Gremlin points out, well, her fur is black, so yes, by unanimous agreement, Neko-chan's name is Betty. Okay. I will shift that around just a moment. Oh no, the revenge! Ah! We all dodged! Oh, goodness! Oh, the zombie guy blowed up. And I'm bleeding, but from something else. Because I was trying to take him out, so I didn't do I didn't hide behind the knight, and now I'm suffering for it. Okay. He has 8 hit points left. He's about to take 8 hit points from the blight. I'm gonna stall and see if I can buy enough time to get some healing done. Well, not enough time for Neko. Aha! Okay. And now, Sister Prudence heals everyone. And
A trifling
Loot.
victory, but a victory nonetheless.
okay. I still have one protective ward left to find, and it's right here. This is the only place it can be. So, before we go any further, she is now Betty Neko-chan. Betty, or Black Betty, and Neko-chan for cute. Clear the debris out of the way here. Protect Betty. Yes, Betty must be protected. Yes, yes, thank you, map. I know this is the quest location. You are so good at your job. Thank you so. Oh well, what could possibly go wrong? Ah, can I answer that in weekly installments? Okay. Our foes were surprised. Smite them, Smedley, smite them.
Precision and power.
Yeah, now that she's Betty, she's saying things like, break bones and tear flesh! Okay, chat, I'm blaming you for that. And the map is like, look, I have one job to do! Alright. Judgy. I am judging you, Pelagic Shaman. Judging you I am. And now we just have the Shockers. Ah, aka Giant Intelligent Portuguese Man of Wars. So I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I don't like these guys. Hiding behind the knight. The other world can't harm you, says Betty. And she does Noxious Mist on the other horrible deep stinger shocker thing. And dodges, covering her cute little ears. Alright, Sir Reynold. Zealous accusation. AOE these things to death.
Executed with impunity.
Okay, Grandfather, I don't think impunity means what you think it means. That is not the phraseology that I would have used. Betty's all like, rip and tear until it is done. Yeah, I feel like there was a slight shift in attitude when she stopped just being Neko-chan and became Betty Neko-chan. But she's Betty now. There is no going back. And behold, the quest is fulfilled. Is there anything else here to do? No? Excellent. Quest complete. And every now and then, I don't know if it's the mouse or the game, but every now and then it's just like, no, I don't feel like acknowledging your mouse clicks. Oh, I got another trait, and so did Sister Prudence. Well, that's cool. Oh, okay, I lost Wheeled Explorer, but I got Eldritch Slayer. That sits fine with me, and Sister Prudence got Warren's Explorer instead of Cove Tactician. But we're doing the Cove now, not the Warrens. Okay, that could have gone better. But...
The frothing waters subside. The advantage is ours.
Superstitious mariners rejoiced earlier today at news that unspeakable eldritch evils no longer threatened their cargo. Okay, not so fast, guys. Let's cool our jets just a little bit. So we are all very advanced people now. So maybe I should... Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of updating for these guys. And then I'm like, maybe I should take somebody else into the adventure because there's an XP bonus. And just in case something horrible happens to one of capital O, our capital H heroes, I'd like to not have all the other heroes be super low level. Laughing Gremlin rewrites the quest goals. Defeat the Neuromancer. You know, some of us are kind of weirded out by Wintermute. So, alright, Guild, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I can reduce the cost of training. That's not my primary concern. Can allow skill upgrades up to rank 4. And it looks like that's where we'd be going next. So that might be worthwhile. Or we can go to the blacksmith, upgrade blacksmith, which is going to be distinctly more difficult at this stage. Allowing weapon upgrades to rank 4 and armor up to rank 5. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do the blacksmith just yet. Might be able to upgrade weaponry. But, yeah, I don't know. This now, something I haven't looked at for a while. Let's look at the districts that are available. Most district buildings require blueprints and heirlooms to build. Blueprints are dropped when bosses are killed. Gain access to all district buildings, you have to blah blah blah. So, okay. So some of these are acquired from spending shards that I can get at the farm. And if you guys are interested, I can do the farm in the future as well. But there is also well, that's expensive. Yeah, the bank will have gold gaining interest. Torchlight becomes more beneficial if I invest in the cartographer's camp. What about some of the stuff I can afford? The puppet theater is tempting. Stress relief in town is 10 per week because there's actually something to do besides ruminate. I was sure there would be something I could afford by now. The performance hall. If I have a jester in the group, like if I have Hopfrog in the group, he takes 10% less stress, plus 2 speed, and his finale does an additional 20% damage. And I do love the jester story and character. I just haven't been using him this run. Maybe I should. The greenhouse. Harvest 1 to 2 nightmare flower bouquets weekly. Chance to also harvest dead or charred flower bouquets. Okay, now wasn't there... Yeah, see, the ones that really interest me. There's Altar of the Light, which benefits the Crusader, the Vestal, and the Flagellant as people of faith. Stun resistant bonus and healing skills bonus. That takes 200 deeds, and I have 26. And I'm interested in the Athenaeum, of course. Antiquarian, Occultist, and Plague Doctor. Bonuses to Blight skill and debuff skills. Knowledge Curios, heal 15 stress. That takes 110 deeds. And again, I have 26. So, this is a project for the future. I think this is going to be more long-term. For right now, we're looking at Blacksmith. And we're looking at Guild. So, if I trade in some busts, I can get skill upgrades to rank 4. My skills are currently at 3. Same. And with what lies ahead, that might benefit, so I think I'm gonna do that. Is he going for it? He is going for it! I need... I need 3 portraits. So I'm trading in 9 busts. Instructor Mastery. Very good. Now then. One, 2, 3, 4. So that's 16,000. That would put me down to 33,000. Yeah, I can afford to do that. Still be the over-equipped, dragging packs laden with supplies along fiend that I prefer to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and update all of these things, because fearsome times lay ahead. And yes, Sir Dismas, you too. Fast Dismas gets the upgrade. And yeah, that's going to be it for now. Okay. Oh, you were born for this, were you? Okay. Going after the Sodden crew. And if you haven't been enjoying what I've been doing, please consider liking the video. It helps a great deal. And if you want to see more of it, please subscribe. Yeah, the theory is that you can click on something to sell back. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Today it's working. Most of the time it doesn't. Yeah, I also one of the things I do like about this is the way that they show the differing priorities and backgrounds of the characters, because everyone has
Prying eyes had become a nuisance along the old road, and so I undertook to receive my most curious deliveries by way of marine shipments. A sheltered jetty was accessible by a narrow stone stair off the back of the manor, and a discreet system of pulleys could hoist even the heaviest prizes up the rock face from a securely tied dinghy below.
What a frickin' hero.
The poor devils, chained and drowning for eternity.
Wait, what? Okay. That accelerated quickly. We went from, you hired these dudes, to, poor devils, chained and drowning for eternity. It's like, goddamn, Grandpa! Yeah, this is the kind of guy that, oh, there's two of them. There's two drowned trolls. This is gonna suck. He's the kind of guy who would just be like, oh yeah, screw the unions. He would absolutely engage in whatever kind of weird propaganda he had
Compassion is a
to.
rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Just to make sure that his workers couldn't actually try to actually represent themselves. Although apparently he drowned these guys somehow, I think that's a touch much. Even for management.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
No, I feel like that death was foreseen. As soon as we started beating on that thing, I think its death could have been foreseen. But yeah, any time that the management is trying to use their propaganda tactics and bullying to prevent your workplace from unionizing, just remember the admission that Granddad here apparently just let slip, that if they could just drown you and turn you into undead servants forever so they didn't have to pay you anymore, they would. Ah! Dodge, Betty, dodge! Hey, look at this. Look at this guy. Look at these guys. I mean, what the hell?
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
And just kind of cruising through. My goal is, I want to see if I can get to at least one other of the Sirens before we call it a day. Get more of her story. If I can get all of her story, I will.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Smite the enemy cleric! Kill the cleric, kill the mage, doo-dah, doo-dah. Right, that should take care of him. He's taking 5 damage per round. He has 3 hit points left. Let's get this guy out of the way, just so that I have fewer... Oh no, I should have hidden behind the knight. Oh well.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
This is not killing slowly and gently. This is doing something entirely the heck else. This is that thing that is the opposite of gentle. I can't think of what it is at the moment, but it'll come to me. Pelagic Guardian, I judge you. I find you wanting. Let's see. Yeah, the sea maggot here has Only 5 hit points, but 75% protection, dear God! Pelagic Guardian is the real problem, though. Smite him! Smite him soundly! Go, Betty!
A death by inches.
I hide behind a mighty knight. It is what I do. Good thing, too, that Octocestus would have messed me up. Dodge! Sister Prudence dodges. Alright, dude, you've got 6 hit points left, you're about to take 7. Let's get rid of the maggoty snake. Dude, Betty's gotten bloodthirst. She's like, I love how they look when they wither and die. Damn, girl! And yet through it all, somehow she's still cute. I don't understand that. Area of effect.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Alright, I'm gonna use a shovel to open up the giant oyster, which prevents it from closing on me. Yeah, not getting the crazy amount of gold that I had been before, but, you know, that's okay. I guess. Maybe. That's a little better. To my perception, and I don't know if the actual script of the game backs this up or not.
Waiting to be spent.
But to my perception, if you have an antiquarian in the party, you get a little more loot. They are kind of a cross between a mage and a treasure hunter in play. I hide behind you! And good thing, too. Holy crap. Fortunately, when I hide behind someone, it also buffs them. Buff yourself more. You seem to have their attention.
May we find victory.
Go, Betty! Squirt, squirt, squirt. I like to imagine her chastising them every time that she attacks them with the blight. Just bad, 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 bad. No, 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 no.
Obliterated.
Holy crap. Alright, sister, with rolls like that, maybe you should be in front. Okay, that'll take care of him. Now we've just got to do that.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I disagree,
Desolated.
Granddad.
Soothed. Sedated.
I stab you nervously.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yeah, I love how the antiquarian fights with, I think that's a kukri? It's a kukri, I think. Which for some reason Elden Ring has listed as a throwing weapon. Does anyone know if you can actually effectively throw a kukri?
A powerful
Because until I started playing Elden Ring, I'd never heard of that being done, ever. Oh no, not Betty! Okay, he's gonna use Bulwark of Faith to try to draw their Bulwark of
match
Faith.
is struck.
Bulwark of
Blazing star is
Faith
born.
to try to draw their fire. I can't afford to fiddle around. We've got to get rid of the madman now. She can't do anything when she's in position 1. And is targeted by the cultist with the backpack. No, no, don't doomsay! Ah! Well, that was horrifying. I wouldn't call it fun. Dang it.
Dazed, reeling.
Okay,
about to break.
Sir Kashankalat is taking a beating. Laughing Gremlin looked it up. He says kukri can be thrown, but they're not designed for it. So it takes a severe amount of practice to do it right, kind of like the nunchucks. Okay. Alright, well that's good to know. I had no idea.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
No! Dodge, Betty, dodge! Get her back there so she can use more powers in the long run. Protect! Oh! Ow! No! I'm not being protected, and I felt that a lot! Oh! Oh, you suck so much. You're a goner, you're a goner, alright. Your friends have caused me tremendous pain. I'm taking it out on you.
A decisive pummeling. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Did it look like I was giving them quarter before? Or nickel or
As the
dollar
fiend
or anything?
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
What fight have you been watching, Grandpa?
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
The wounds of war can be healed but never hidden. No, I've had friends and family who have been at war overseas. I must respectfully disagree with that. Laughing Gremlin said, it did kind of look like you might have been giving them your own 2 cents. Okay, fair. That's completely fair. Onward to explore new surroundings. What's in there, Betty? What's in there?
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
100 gold. I'm sorry, Granddad, that's no longer a handsome reward.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
This,
Now it
however,
must be carried home.
Ruby's red like blazing lust, that is a handsome reward. Ah! Riggins? What the heck are you doing here? You didn't drown. What? I mean, what did the deep ones hire you? Okay, actually, yeah, the deep ones might have hired them.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
I could totally see that happening. Ah! No, I don't want my blanket fire! I want my blankie. That's not what I meant. No, not again! Dodge, 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 dodge. Okay. Protect me, Sir Kashankalat. Judge you. Slice and dice, uppercut slice. Yeah, these guys really know some maneuvers. They're not just drifting lazily to the left or anything. There, alright, that should take care of that. Now then, alright. Nervous stab. Or festering vapors. Nervous stab it is. I stab you nervously. Setting you up, or Sir Reynold quick to his knees. It's because I'm religious! Of course it is. Zealotous accusation. And Sir Shankalot gets his last word in. You should not have picked off the sister. See?
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Oh, bite me, Grandpa.
Even in death, the captain shouts his orders, and the crew
Oh,
obeys.
all hands on deck, and more horrible undead show up. Again, just total character break for a second here, but appreciate the use of color and shading to render the illusion of this otherworldly glow. This is just so well done, you guys. Alright, the sodden crew, 100 hit points. Alright, first I'm hiding behind you. At least they're not like the Siren, they're not gonna be charming anyone to frickin' fight on their side. That's
The
something.
light, the promise of safety.
Judgy! Judgy McJudgeface! Drink with the dead. Ah! Oh, poor Betty. Poor Betty. She's stressed. Now she's going to give you lots and lots of damage. Squirt, 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 squirt. Boarding clutch. Okay. Alright. Heave 2. Yeah. Oh, this looks incredibly... Whoa! Okay. Laverne Goes like, I don't know, that one over there looks pretty cute. They could lure one of you. No. We're not doing that. We're not going there. I'm not into that. I mean that. Well, I guess depending on the lighting. No. Focusing. Not doing that. Not that kind of stream. No. Drink with the dead. And feel your sanity float away. Oh no, oh man. Oh, he's chained up and he's drowning. And you can do that? And the captain calls for mutiny and... Okay, yeah, this is a real fight, you guys. Just in case there was any doubt. So Sir Reynold is immobilized. And apparently drowning. I'm not sure how that affects things. Let's find out. Maybe that just means he can't shift position. I'm hoping that's what it means. Okay, he's still able to fight, he just can't move. His footwork is gone, basically. I bet that means he can't dodge. Oh, man, okay, protect me. Oh, and he's gaining stress. Oh, Jiminy. Okay, how do I get him out of this? Sir Reynold realizes he's into being chained up. New quirk awakened. Yeah, it's that meme that I've seen floating around. I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me. Oh, it may. It just may. Okay, So the drowned puller here, I need to kill the drowned puller. Apparently that is how I help with this situation. Holy crap. Yeah, so Sir Knight is in dire straits. Okay, that should take care of that. Mutiny? No, I refuse! No, the expedition is not doomed. Jeez, look at his stress pile up. He is losing sand fast. But he's about to be freed. The time washes over me. Yeah, I know, man. No more hands on deck. No. Ah. Crud, we've got another one. Okay. Gonna pile it on the crew again. Your sharp attack will judge them. Smite! We're whittling them down, you guys. Yeah. Captain agrees. No more hands on deck. Now he calls for feet on deck. Dodge! Ah! Again? Oh no! Sir Reynold, quick to his knees, is now, it's me, dude, you're... Nobody's judging you, okay? I'm really not into this, it's not my bag! Nobody, dude, nobody is... Okay. We need you to stay alive.
The blood quickens.
Okay, this guy has got 14 hit points. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with Festering Vapors just in case he doesn't go down with the captain and crew. Holy crap, he's still alive. The captain is still alive. How the hell? My safety word is strawberry. It is only fitting that Sir Knight get in the coup de grace.
Finally, a sailor's death for captain and crew.
You gone? Are you gonna go now?
Fitting.
Yes? Good. Oh, dude. Yeah, Rampart Shield for the man-at-arms. Plus 40% move, plus 30% stun. Interesting that you would put that skill on a shield. I would think that a shield would be resistance. And then the Quickening Satchel for Grave Robbers. Plus 2 speed. Very nice. Okay. Checking the map. Okay, we're going to camp, and then we'll figure out what to do from there. Because that was a hard fight. Look how close Sir Reynold is to madness. When that little gauge fills up, we find out whether he goes mad. So, time for some camping, guys. Let's go camping. You all like camping, right?
A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Okay. So, Unfaltering Vigil, Fervent Speech, and yeah, okay, so let's do that. Unfaltering Vigil will be what we do to prevent nighttime ambush, and it also removes stress. Light, grant me the strength to overcome whatever appears in our path. Alright, fervent speech. Okay, now, encourage. I'm encouraging you. Be encouraged. Okay. That's better. Now. Does anybody have something that can help them with stress that only costs 1 camp slot? No. But I can grab a random supply item. What do you guys think? I'm thinking that we got the boss, we're good to go, we're going home. And I will grab a random supply item. Because that's just a little more gold than we already had. And every little bit helps. A torch! Okay, time to rest. Let's see what these guys have to say. I can feel my heart. It's in my hand. I'm coping well despite the madness all around. No chance of foraging more timber now. Best press on. And yeah, that looks much better. Alright, let's go home. Okay. Not as wealthy as I was at the end of the last haul, but that's okay. Sir Reynold, quick to his knees, has been through a lot, and he gets a natural eye. Plus 5 accuracy, ranged skills, which he generally doesn't have, so yay. Betty, instead of being a skilled gambler, she's tough. She's got 10% more max health. Yes! And me. Wait, you can do that? I thought that the one hero per roster ones couldn't be replaced. Endless Life Blessing has been replaced with Twilight Dreamer. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to argue with Twilight Dreamer being suitable for the character. Ignoring Stealth is cool, but Endless Life Blessing was really nice. Oh well.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
A crumbling stone entry to a forgotten labyrinthian garden has been uncovered. The discoverer sadly has perished from innumerable insect stings. Concern rises. Stress reduction activities in town are slightly less effective. Yeah, I have a feeling... Was the town is a buzz? Yeah, the town is a buzz was last time too. Okay. Look at that. That's horrible. It's horrible. Okay. In the cove. I have defeated the lesser of the Sirens. I have defeated the Sodden crew. I was hoping to get more of the Siren's story before we called it a day, but I'm thinking we might go ahead and call it here, and we will finish up. We'll either finish up the Siren, or we will seek out another boss another day. As there's another necromancer over here that we could go for. Or we might continue taking out the cove. I welcome you guys. If you have preferences, leave them in the chat or the comments. Let's see. I want to check. Yeah, there's... After the Sodden crew, there's the Alluring Siren, then the Sunken crew, and then the Beguiling Siren, and the last of the piratey types, the Drowned crew. So there's actually quite a ways to go here in the cove. So we will save the rest of the cove for other times. Let me know in chat or in the comments if you have a preference for whether we continue with the cove or whether we move into the ruins and take on the necromancer, or whether we chase after something else entirely. And in the meantime, I will bid you all a very fond farewell. But before we go, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of our patrons, present and future, with special thanks to Cryptid Rhea and Guinevere, and most of all, extra special thanks to my personal savior, Laughing Gremlin. This channel could not be what it is without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support what we do, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And when you do, please let me know via email or patron message if there's a particular color in which you'd like to have your name displayed. Alternatively, you can give a one-time gift at ko-fi.com/Coyote de la Mancha. And finally, a huge thank you to all of you who are circulating the links. The signal boost really helps. And so, until next time, remember, people can change for the better. People can be seduced for the worse. And never kink shame your friends. It's because I'm religious. Yeah, whatever. We accept you for who you are. And we will see you, gentle viewers and listeners, sometime again. Happy October, everyone.